Hey guys, my name is Lay and welcome back to my channel. So today, by title you know what I'm doing. I am doing the Stranger Things 3 book tag. It's no surprise to anyone, I hope. I mean, if you're new, then I understand. But if not, then you should know I'm obsessed with Stranger Things. It's my favorite show. I have way too many shirts. I have four posters. I have 2 Funko Pops. Way too many bookmarks. Whole stuff full of stickers. I'm obsessed. It's my favorite show, and I wanted to wear my Steve shirt, but I wore it yesterday, and I didn't film yesterday. So, but if you watch my vlog that's going out on Monday, then you will see the Steve shirt, which is my prized possession. But I'm going to be doing, like I said, I'm doing the Stranger Things 3 book tag. I found this actually like when Stranger Things 3 came out, like a few weeks after, but I didn't have a booktube channel then. So I didn't do it, obviously, but I found it and I just wanted to do it because, yeah. And I know the shelves look kind of cuckoo right now, but like I have books in the stack. But this is my first sit-down video that I'm filming with my new shelves, even though you can't see the 2 books that are right there, but whatever. Let's just get on with the questions. So number 1 is a book you read because everyone was reading it. So I'm going with The Hate U Give by Angie Thomas. I wanted to read this before, I wanted to read this since I found BookTube, I think. But I definitely read this because, you know, everyone's read it, and it's such an important book to read during this time especially. And I knew I just needed to read it, and I did. And everyone was reading it. Everyone had already read it, actually, except a few people. I know a few people who haven't read it yet. Do I know a few? Well, obviously, I feel like I do, because I didn't read that many books. But most booktubers have read this, and I read it because everyone talks about it, and it was amazing, and I would highly, highly recommend, because this book is amazing, like I said. Okay. 2, a book with the best Scoops troop. So like a best group of friends or something. So I'm going with The Land of Roy by Jenny McLaughlin. Y'all know my love for this series. The main 3 characters, Rose, Arthur, and Wynn, are so incredible. I love them as a friend group. I love them in general. Like, Wynn is just such a spirit. He's such a free spirit. And Arthur and Rose are like the power siblings, even though they hate each other sometimes, but don't all siblings hate each other? Can be for years on end. But, I love this book, and I just love the friendship in this book. I think it's just incredible, and I love the Scoop Troop. I was Robin for Halloween. Fun fact. I was Robin for Halloween last year with my friend who was Steve, and we called him Dingus because he was Steve, and Robin calls Steve Dingus. We're weird. Okay. Number 3, what is the best book you've read in the last 11 weeks? I don't know why I wrote months on here. Pretty sure it's weeks, because I can't spell. But, I like how the creator, which by the way, I'll link the creator down below. I forgot who it was, but I'll link the original video and the creator down below. But I have technically 2 answers for this, but I've already talked about one, so I'm doing 2. The first one's going to be Returned 4, which I literally finished, what's today, Thursday? I finished, today's Friday. Why did I think it was Thursday? I think I finished this Wednesday. Absolutely adored this book, rated 5 stars. I will link my Goodreads down below, or my Goodreads review down below, so you guys can go read it. But the other book is Silence of Bones by June Her. You guys know how much I've talked about this book non-stop. I love this book so much. I just said non-stop, now I can't start, and now I'm singing Hamilton in my head. Anyway, I love this book so much. It is so incredible, and I just want her second book. And I might ask Mom if I can pre-order her second book later in the year. Because I know it does help the author more if you pre-order it. And I love her. I follow her and everything because I love her so much. Okay. Number 4, a book with a never-ending story. I love that song. AKA name a book that dragged on and never felt like it was going to end. Can we just, like, that scene in Stranger Things 3, I'm not going to give away spoilers, but, like, the scene, Neverending Story scene, was amazing, and I love Dustin and Susie so much. And I really hope we see more of them in season 4, because I need more doozy. That's my ship name for them. But I'm going with Giant Days. I don't know who he's by. I don't really care. I read this for the reading rush, and I hated this book. It was so boring. I didn't understand. It follows 3 kids in not high school, in college. I mean, yes, I'm in middle school. I'm not in college, but like, I still don't like. One scene they would be in the dorm, next scene they'd be at a party. I was so freaking confused, y'all. So I thought this book dragged on, and I just didn't like it. So, yep, next book. 5. A book with a character too pure for this world. I have 2 answers. Because I'm extra. Nico and Win. Technically, he's not in this world. He's in war. But Nico and Win are my babies. And that's that. Okay. 6. A book that flayed your freaking mind. I love that. I love that. It's so clever. AKA a book that changed you in some way, either positive or negative. Percy Jackson, it changed me. I have a YouTube channel because of Percy Jackson. I like to read because of Percy Jackson. Alter Rick Riordan, okay? I love the series. I love Percy, which is why I am doing a read-along for Percy Jackson. Yeah. Moving on. 7. A book that gives you all the nostalgia. In The Stranger Things, if you've never watched it, it is set in the 80s. Season 1 is 1983. Season 2, I just skipped forward to 3. Season 2 is 1984, and Season 3 is 1985. And I just love the 80s. I was born in the 2000s, obviously, because I'm 12. But I really loved how the show was set back then, and I loved learning about the time back then. You know, because my parents were alive back then, so it's just fun to know about all that stuff. But I have kind of 3 answers for this, but I'm probably just gonna go with the Magic Treehouse series. Like, so these books I read I have way more. I have, like, all the way, I have, like, 11 through, like, 48 or something. I know. But these I read in third grade, and every time I read, like, there was one, I think it was number 42, it was a Penguin one, but it was, like, the Merlin one, so it's one of the last ones, that I read, and I got so bored reading that. I don't know if I even finished it, but, like, I would read a book, and if I hated it, I wouldn't read for months on end. That was just how I rolled back then, but these definitely were my favorite books. I loved reading them, so nostalgic, and Percy Jackson, of course, but that was only 2 years ago. This was, like, 4 or something. What am I? I'm in 7th grade now. 4 years ago? Something like that. But, yeah. Definitely the Magic Treehouse books. Okay. Number 8, a book you binge all in one day. I'm going to go with Her Royal Highness by Rachel Hawkins for this one. I read this in a day. I read this for the Reading Rush Day 1, I believe, and this is basically the lesbian Y version of Red, White, and Royal Blue. I love this book. It was so cute. I just hit myself in the face with my hand. It was really cute. I absolutely adored it. I thought it was adorable. Yeah. I read this in a day. I don't know how. I mean, it's only 274 pages, but, like, it was so good and so cute. Would definitely recommend. 9, a book with a character who's a daddy or, like, an actual dad character. I didn't know what to do for this, and when I watched her video, she went with this character, and I was like, that is such a good answer, so I'm going to use it. So I'm stealing it. But I'm going with Victor Vale from Vicious. I love this book so much. So much. I don't know if I talk about it that much, but I absolutely adore it, and I think it's incredible, and I love V.H. Robb. I've read 2 I think 2 books by her, but I've loved them both. And I own this Savage song. Is it even on the shelf? I don't even know. It's not. Anyway, probably over there, or over there. I don't know. But Victor is like this dad figure to Sydney, and I love Sydney. She's my child. And I love him so much. Like, I love him more than Eli, of course, because duh. But I love him, and he is definitely a dad figure, and I love him. And moving on. 10, a book that left you completely in the upside down. I love that. So clever. If you don't know what the upside down is, it's like the other dimension in the show. AKA a book with a crazy cliffhanger. Now, I could only think of this one but I've read the sequels, so I know what it is because the sequel's been out for like 10 years. But, no, not 10, more like 8 or something. I don't know when this was published. But, yeah. This does have a crazy cliffhanger, and I feel bad for those who had to wait a year for the sequel. So I'm going with The Mark for Athena by Rick Riordan. When was this published? Let's find out together, because I don't know. Why would I know? 2012, so it's been 8 years. I was right. I was right. I said 8. Okay. Yeah, so if you've read this book, most of you probably have, but if you've read this book, then you know what I'm talking about. I remember reading it. I mean, thankfully, I read it like 2 years ago, so I had The House of Hades. But I remember reading it, and I was like, no. 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 I was very sad, and then I finished this at like 6, 7 in the morning one day, and it couldn't continue because I had to go somewhere for like the whole day. But I did definitely start either when I got home or something, but yeah, because it's a crazy cliffhanger, and it kills you. And the entire House of Hades, you're wondering if your babies will survive what they have been through. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. It was just a fun little video. I love Stranger Things. Have you watched Stranger Things? If so, who's your favorite character, and what is your favorite season? My favorite season is either 1 or 3. And my favorite character is everyone. That's not Billy. Well, I don't know how I feel about him. But I love Steve, and Robin, and Eleven, and Max, and everyone. Okay. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to do this video, consider yourself tagged. I will leave some people down below, because when I mention people in videos, I just like to mention more people than who I say, because I'm extra. But yeah, so I'll link some people down below if you guys can do it if you want to. I don't care if you don't, but do it if you want. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!